Hi! Yay! Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? How's it going? Microphone is working okay. I feel like haven't seen you guys in forever, but it's only been like a week, right? Actually, not even that. It's been since Sunday, right? I don't know, man. I'm weird. to say the least. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. I go my mechanical beanstalk. I'm a variety streamer who tries to do more off-the-radar games, which includes games that have a very strong community presence or modded presence or indies or retros that need a little bit more time in the spotlight. Today, we're going to be focusing on something that's like, I don't know if it's like not... I think the spotlight is kind of shifted away from Advance Wars, although it is a very strong cult classic, and a lot of people do know about it. So essentially what it is, it's a turn-based tactical strategy game where you use a variety of different military units and like a percentage system and a system of like modifying those percentage values in a system of almost like rock, paper, scissors, like one unit is good against another to finish up a bunch of like war game matches on a grid, right? You have heroes or COs that can actually use a specific, they have a limit meter that fills up when they take damage, or they when they take damage or when they deal damage, and they can unleash like certain abilities at certain points of the game. They kind of like turn the tides or like have like a certain gameplay mechanic. But yeah, that's the gist of it, right? So we're going to be playing the third game in the series, right? So Advance Wars Dual Strike, right? That's the main thing that we're going to be playing today, right? So I don't think you're going to be really missing much. The story was never really it was never really the standout point of Advance Wars, right? It's just like the very simple, kind of chill gameplay experience involving guns, right? So we're going to be playing that. We're going to be playing through the story. I played Advance Wars 1, 2, and then I played Days of Ruin, but I've never actually gotten around to playing Dual Strike, right? The deal with Dual Strike is that you can have two, those COs, those heroes and commanders I was telling you guys about. You can use two of them at the same time to have some very interesting mechanics. So that said, we're also going to be playing the browser version of Advance Wars, right? I wanted to shine a little bit more of a spotlight on it. It's called Advance Wars by Web. It doesn't have a lot of the same like animations and bells and whistles that the original one does, but it does have a lot of the gameplay mechanics of Dual Strike. So kind of once we play Dual Strike, we'll understand how to play Advance Wars by Web, right? If you guys, I'm a small streamer, so I don't know how often we'll be doing multiplayer matches, but we'll just try to do some multiplayer matches on Advance Wars by Web on the side. The link to actually access the Advance Wars by Web website, so you can make your own account and play with the community, is actually going to be down below in the video description down below on both YouTube and Twitch, right? I did set up a Advance Wars by Web section on our Discord. If anyone wants to kind of get together some games and like play it throughout the week, I think it's a very good like community game. It's very chill. You don't necessarily have to be like you don't have to be in front of your computer every single time. You can just do a chill game with your friends and have it like one turn is one day. Some people might not appreciate that, but like sometimes you'll have one you take one turn one day, another turn another day. You just doing it with friends. It's very casual, right? So anyways, I think that's it. That's a good intro. If you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch, because one, I would really appreciate it, and two, you'd be helping out the channel. So yeah, let's actually get on into it, and I will kind of, I think I explained the gist of it, but I'll try to hone in on any specific details as we do this. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Where are you? See, you do this. First world problem, man. But you do this long enough, you have this giant catalog of games that you kind of go through. Let's see here. Yes, Dual Strike. Okay, let's do it. Okay, go over here. Let's see, I think. 1 second. Here we go. Cool. So, Advance Wars Dual Strike, like I mentioned before, it does have the main draw of it is you can use two COs at once, right? And you can kind of have like some really interesting dynamics and gameplay. I'll kind of explain. I'm sure we'll have to go. They'll force us to go through a tutorial. But we'll start this, right? Move this a little bit so you guys can hear what I'm... Okay. Touch the start. Yay! Yay! Campaign! Yes, of course. Oop, I think I did something wrong. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Campaign? New game? Yes. Several months have passed since the war in Macroland. Thanks to Andy, Nell, and the other COs, the Black Hole Army, the Butthole Army, was defeated. The people there can finally live in peace. Black Hole Army is the kind of totalitarian, all dressed in black bad guys, right? Who are the antagonists of the last two games. There are various nations of the world I don't know if it's actually called the Wars World, but I think the fan community likes to call it the Wars World, right? So the Wars World has a lot of different nations. They have very simplistic like design. There's the Orange Star Nation. There is the there's blue, there's yellow, and there's green. Advanced Wars by Web. Oh, and there's Black Hole, of course. And Advanced Wars by Web adds a bunch of different other nations. We'll kind of go through again in just a bit. But yeah, mostly they're all in conflict with each other. Cartoony troops, shooting guns at each other. Oh no, I blew away this guy. Now we lost. Oh darn, let's go home. That sort of like attitude, right? Anyways, yeah, we beat the Black Hole Army. That's all you really need to know. I don't think you're not really missing much. I don't think there's any real spoilers, really. But I mean, I guess there is sort of spoilers for the last couple of games. But like I said, not that big a deal, in my opinion. I don't think you're missing anything, my personal opinion. But in the far-off continent of Omega Land, trouble was brewing. It is from here that Black Hole launched a massive invasion. Their army had replenished its might with remarkable speed under the command of a new leader. The last Great War left many questions unanswered. And so, Orange Star, Blue Moon, okay, that's the other nation, Green Earth, and Yellow Comet have joined forces to create the Allied Nations. Determined to free their homeland, they launched a counterattack. Okay? Not going to talk about like trade or anything like that. We're just going to talk about turn-based strategy. That's what the Allied Nations are all about. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, campaign. COs used. Jake's Trial. We'll do that. Jake's Trial? What the hell? Rachel, I want you to be careful. This looks like it could be a tough battle. So this is Nell. She's the leader of the Orange Star Nation or Army. And Nell is, her sister. Introduced in this game, right? Don't worry about me, sis. You've got your hands full over Macroland. Oh, in Macroland, okay. Oh, we'll be sending like a diplomatic mission over to Macroland. We may not have a big presence here in Omega Land, but we're not alone. With all four of the Allied nations working together, Black Hole's no match for us! I'm glad to hear it. Still, I sent a few of our COs over to give you a hand. I think it's just Jake's trial, like a challenge, not necessarily. They're going to execute him for war crimes. I don't think I've ever seen that in Advance Wars. I don't think, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, if it turns out that if we fail, Jake is executed for war crimes, I will love this game so incredibly, so much. Anyways, just hang in there until they arrive. Don't worry, okay? I've got it, sis. My Omega Land COs can take anything Black Hole dishes out. Ha! I know. And with you on the field, I've got nothing to worry about. I don't think I'll be able to join you, though. That means you're in charge of the field training. You're in charge of field training all new COs. All right? Got it. Good. That's all, soldier. And by the way, don't call me sis. Not when all the other COs might hear. Commander, Oh, now you old. Hey, that's not what I'm talking about. I have my orders, Commander Nell. I'll take care of everything. Rachel, signing out. Click. You little orange uniform. So, Commander Nell is your sister? Ah ha ha. Yep. Just whoosh, right over her head. Yeah, we both enlisted about the same time, but my big sis, I mean, Commander Nell is smarter than me, so she rose through the ranks fast. Luck had something to do with it, too. Nah, you're razor sharp, Rachel. I guess I haven't been much of anywhere, but I haven't met anyone smarter. Ha! Take one step out of Omega Land, and you'll be tripping over COs with way more skill than me. But listen, Jake, Omega Land is in very real danger, and we can't count on getting any backup from Macro Land anytime soon. We can't even be sure where all of our allied COs are now, either. You and me are the only ones left to stop the enemy, Jake. Sounds like our backs are up against the wall. All you take this gun, go fire it. Yeah, time for war. All this you're taking pretty well. Are you not worried? Nah, well maybe a little. With you rolling beside me, I know it's all good. Don't even think I'm gonna be doing all the work. You're gonna have to pull your weight. It's time to start training. I'm warning you though. I'm not gonna go easy on you. What? Oh, let me turn my music down. Yeah. I'm listening. Yeah, let's go! Jake's trial for war crimes, mission 1. Oh, oof. That music, man, takes me back. The orange units on the map are yours, Jake. The blue units are mine. They're on special loan from Blue Moon's army. The real enemy is Black Hole, so units will be black. Don't forget! Don't forget your colors and what we're implying. The moving triangle is a cursor. You'll use it to give your orders to your units. Tap one of your units and issue an order, Jake. Okay. Do I have to use the stylus? Cool, I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay. The unit you selected is a mech unit. It's a direct combat unit. I mean, I can go over this again a little bit later. That means it needs to be right next to the opponent to attack. It has firepower that challenges tank units, something infantry units can't do. However, it will take heavy damage if it gets attacked. You'll want to strike first to avoid being wiped out. When you select the unit, the area around the unit changes color like this. You're looking at the unit's movement range. Tap where you want to move to. Then select either attack or wait to finish moving. Tap cancel to resend the order. We're just gonna blow away their live ammo and training missions. Hell yeah. War crimes. Okay, so we're different units, different terrain has different. Well, can I? Okay, so like each bit of terrain will have a certain type of star right next to it, right? And the number of stars 0 to 4 determines like how much defense you actually get. Because when you attack a unit, they get to retaliate against you, right? And when you'll be damaging them first, but so generally unless your unit is just weak against them, generally unless that's the case, then you'll do the majority of the damage, right, in combat, right? So once you have like the stars involved, like it reduces the damage you take essentially. I don't know. I think I might be over complicating things, but yeah. So each unit has 10 hit points, which is essentially 10 to 100%. So it's 100%. Just think of it like that. So when you say damage 55%, it's so the tank will take 5 damage out of its 10, and I think it'll have it'll roll percentage chance to actually do. I think that the ones digit might do another damage. I think that's how it works. It's been a while since I actually played this game. We'll go like this. Yay! War crimes! Okay, so 5. So that 5's digit made it turn into 6 damage instead of 5. Right, so that happens. So now it's 4. So the unit deals. I think like 60. I don't know if it's specifically 60% less damage, but I think it's generally severely reduced. Right. Now on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you'll see the heart is the health, of course, and they'll have a little fuel canister, fuel, and then bullets is how many times they can attack, right? So the fuel is, I think it's like, depends on what terrain you move over, but depending on the unit type you have and the terrain you move over, you'll use like 1 to like 5 fuel, right? When you run out of fuel, generally your guys just die, right? I think, yeah, infantry and mechs do have fuel, but they have like 99 fuel, so it's very rare for them to actually run out, right? But you can go over your territory, which is highlighted in your color. Like, see, I have orange, that is blue, and if you spend a turn over your territory, then you have a little bit of your health of your unit restored, right? And also, your territory has, like, say, like, see, city, 3 stars, so 3 damage reduction, and road is like 0. So it's easier to kill people on open roads, right? So with that guy's actually done. We can actually take our tank, right? That's a tank unit, a direct combat unit that must be next to an enemy to attack. Tanks have great speed and firepower, so I'm sure you'll be using them often. So we can go like here, and we'll have more defense, and we can fire and do 55 damage. And like you said, it is. I think it'll also have a better chance of doing. Yeah, that's right. It'll take more damage from being out on the road, and we'll take less damage from being in trees, right? So, war crimes! Oh no! My guys died! That's fine. Okay, so, the unit you will select is an infantry unit. It's a direct combat unit. In addition to attacking, infantry and mech units can also capture cities and bases. There's a white city and an orange city near your infantry units, right? The orange city is one of your bases. This means it's under your control. The white city is a neutral city. It's not under anyone's control. Why would I want to capture an enemy city like this? What? Good question. If you capture an enemy city, you get funds for every day. I think it's like 1,000 funds or 1,000 money per property you own. And so you'll be able to buy more infantry and tanks and units, stuff like that, right? Also, resting unit on a base restores some of the HP, its ammo, and fuel each day. Yes. Whoa, that's cool! So, keep quiet. You're on trial for war crimes. So capturing enemy cities must be really important, right? Excuse me. You got that right. You got that. I'm sorry. I gotta be more enthusiastic. You got that right. Taking control of enemy properties is a solid strategy. Good. So the resource gathering units you have, the game of play is easy to learn, not very intimidating. I think it's easy to learn. I don't know if hard to master is the thing, but it's very in depth, more so than a lot of people think, right? So like the only resource capturing things you have are the 2 mechanical units. Only 2? I think it's only 2. Yeah. So yeah, we'll come back to the other ones too. This is called the cursor window. The flashing number is the capture number. So generally you can't capture a territory in one turn unless there's some COs that actually have an ability that let you, I think, capture in one turn, or it gives you a significant bonus to capture rate. I think it's been a while, but most buildings have a resistance to capture of 20, so you have to go through 2 rounds at full health of an infantry in order to capture the territory, and thus every turn you have that territory, then it'll give you plus 1,000 monies. And it's lore accurate. It is called monies. No, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe they're called like orange coins or something like that. Starios. I really don't know. Once the number hits 0, the property you're securing is captured. An undamaged unit with 10 HP can reduce the captured number by 10 each day. So at best, capturing a property will take you 2 days. And while we're on the subject, you shouldn't move a unit while it's captured. Yes, because then you'll have to start over. Give me 1 second. Winter is calling me. I will be right back. back. Thank you guys very much for waiting, my friends. Ba, 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 ba. Also, while we're in shutdown, shouldn't you move a unit while it's, you should move a unit while it's captured. Yes, because you'll have to start over again. If you forget and move, the property's capture number will return to full. The same is true if that unit is defeated, so be sure to defend the capturing unit. Yes. And another thing, see that 3 next to the star icon? Oh, yeah, also, I should say that if you're not destroyed but damaged, so like say if a 10 hit point infantry is damaged down to like 7, then he'll only capture 7 worth of the building's defense, right? So if you just don't want, if it's like an emergency and you absolutely don't want a unit to capture property before the next turn, you can just run in with a wounded unit and try to damage it, so at least it won't be able to do a 2-turn capture. That's the terrain bonus. The higher the number, the better the defense it gives. The max is 5. Oh, 5. Yeah, 5. So 3 is pretty good. When you're giving commands to all your units, tap the menu button is shown above. This opens the map menu. Okay. At the bottom of the menu is the end command. Select this to finish up your turn. Once you do that, the enemy's turn will begin. Then it'll be your turn to attack, right? Yep. And I'm hankering for some war crimes. Okay. So that's this. Okay. How dare you! She's not going to go easy on me. We're on day 2. To win this exercise, you'll need to defeat all of my units. I've taught you the basics of combat, so feel free to move however you want. If you want to know more about a unit or turning tap to move the cursor. Then check the top screen to see in-depth intelligence. Don't forget, get ready to roll! And don't you dare hold back. I'll know if you go easy on me. I mean, you have to... Don't right, I won't pull any punches. So, infantry can't really do much against anything other than infantry, right? So I can do... Boop. I can do that. I'm going to do 57 damage to the infantry. So we'll not be able to capture it on the next turn. And most likely, I don't think it'll be able to do any damage back to me. Unless it does... There's like some circumstances that it'll be able to do a damage, but probably not then. So... Yeah, right, I know. And then capture. Okay, so I got that. And I don't want to... I don't want to use... I mean, it's the tutorial, right? So it doesn't really matter too much. But I will do that. And next turn, I'll probably try to capture it or something. I don't know. So, boop. And... See, only... Oh, no! That's right, he was able to kill me. No! ... It's pretty simple. Very simple, very cool, and I think this was actually really, really good to have as on the DS, right? Because and I think it would be really good if you guys were able to pick it up for like Switch or pick it up for put on like say like a Steam Deck or something like that. It makes it a really good like casual strategy game, and like you can use Advanced Wars by Web, the browser version of the game. On tablet or anything like that, so it's a good like just casual game. I think we'll play around with Advanced Wars by Web in just a little bit, but I don't know how many people would actually be interested in playing a game with me online, since I'm such a tiny person. I mean, I'm small enough to live inside your monitor all this time, so who knows what's happening. But we'll keep an eye on our little game screen over in the browser window and see if anyone shows up. But if we don't get a lot of like responses for Advanced Wars by Web, we can always just check to see like I don't know if you want to call it a professional game, but a high skilled match, and we'll see what the higher skilled players actually do. Right? So fire, boop, pew pew. Cool. All right. Okay, and we'll do. Okay. Okay, so let me kill my guy! Cool. Tactical Mindscape. Hey, what's going on? Is there a way to play this game against you? Yeah. Not this specific game, but Advance Wars by Web. I put the link for the browser version of this game in the video description down below. It also should be in YouTube chat. And it's also buddy. And the link for Advance Wars by Web. I made a subsection in our Discord for playing Advance Wars by Web for the community. So I was just trying to kind of stir in the pot a little bit and seeing who would be interested in like playing that, because it would be a very interesting community game just to kind of have people regularly, casually play. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll check out the Advanced Wars by Web in just a sec. We'll finish one mission in Dual Strike, and then we'll move over. Okay. Oh, nope. Dome. Capture. How's it going, Divergent? How's it going, Tactical? Okay. Dead. You beat me! This is all of our troops are like dead. Live ammo exercise. Not bad. You may be young, but you're definitely got it would take. Isn't she like 16 or 17? I don't know, man. Like all anime characters are like super young. You were born for the battlefield. Yeah, you think so? Sweet! That means something coming from you, Rachel. You know, I feel like it's probably like a very dangerous thing to wear like headphones in the middle of like a war zone, but just maybe that's just me. You got good instincts. I'm gonna personally make you one of the best. Yeah, love you too, bud. There are gonna be some tough times ahead, so stick with me. You know I will. I love the style in this. It's like so ridiculous. But like I think Days of Ruin is another one of these games that kind of, I think Days of Ruin, like Advance Wars needs this art style, and Days of Ruin makes it a lot more serious and like gritty, and I'm not feeling it. Like there's something like that comes together with like a very simplistic tactical strategy game. You just kind of jump into play. It has like this art style, like the characters and whatnot, and the music. I just think it all comes together like a very, very tight package, right? Total 300 points, yes. I think this does have a point store where you can buy more COs. Owned! Oh my lord, millennial. Bloodshed! That's right. Jake's war crimes trial. He bailed on his own war crimes trial. It's okay. There'll be plenty of more war crimes ahead. Yay! Save current data? Yes. Save completes.
Move out.
Move out. Okay. So. Okay. Before we get into it with this guy, we'll go over to Advance Wars by Web, right? We'll keep the music open. So we'll do boop. Okay, so where should I start with this? So this is Advance Wars by Web, right? It has the majority of features of Advance Wars. I think they just weren't able to do, I haven't played this in a while, but as far as I know, they can't do the music, they can't do a lot of the animations, like individual battles and stuff. It's kind of like I don't know if it's kind of like a tight, kind of like a little walking a tightrope in terms of like legality. I'm not really sure if that has anything to do with it, but yeah, you can play up to, I think, 12 people per match, versus the Nintendo DS could only do 4, right? And you can do, by default, it's the Advance Wars Dual Strike rule set, which adds more COs and adds the dual CO option, but you can disable that at the beginning of a match, right? So with that said, I want to show you, I'll make a note. Tutorial changelog, charts, charts, right? So charts, it has like a very quick little thing. It tells you about the COs that it has available. All of them from the game are unlocked in the start. I believe Advance Wars by Web did for balance wise, it did change some of the stuff from Dual Strike, right? And but I don't think there's a huge amount of changes from what I remember. Tier lists. It has like a tier list. It's kind of like, it's honest. So like what is, certain COs are like infinitely better than other COs. And one of the things you can do when you're actually starting a game is you can say what tier of COs you're allowed to use, or like no COs, right? You can just do straight troops, right? There's a damage calculator for if you want to know, like if you're about to attack someone, you can go over here and you can see how much damage is going to be applied. Damage chart, terrain chart, unit chart. It's not really that much of a spoiler to actually look at it, because like everything's like super simple, right? I think there's certain storyline creatures from Advance Wars Dual Strike that are not in this. But with that said, so countries. Let's do no thanks, thank you. So Orange Star, right? So it has 20 different options for colors, right? 20 different nations, right? I like to think of this in my head as canon because the idea of it sounds so cool and it just fits the Wars world so much, right? So Orange Star is the one that we just started off, that I just introduced you guys to. Considered one of the most capable armies in the Wars world, Orange Star uses a mix of cutting-edge technology and battle-tested hardware. The military academies are widely acknowledged as the best in the world, and other countries have been known to send important students to train here, such as Sonia of the Yellow Comet. During the Great Wars, Orange Star was instrumental in rallying countries of the Wars world to join forces against Black Hole. As a result, the influence and standby in the international community have grown considerably, and it has, like, it shows like what the buildings look at. If you want to have like a favorite, it shows like lore-wise. They didn't need to do this. They didn't need to show like what rivals that a country has. But they show it, right? They show the flag too, the coat of arms. It's pretty cool. And like their units of what they're themed like, if you want to kind of get, if you want to find that one faction, the one nation that like hits home to you, right? So this is America, right? So Blue Moon. And you can use any CO with any nation. I mean, it's not really saying too much of it, but you can have Black Hole COs with Blue Moon, for instance, right? Blue Moon, Russia themed. Blue Moon is a country known for its cold climate and brutal winters. The harsh conditions strongly influences military doctrine, which places great emphasis on attrition and outlasting foes. Backed by an army that favors simple, rugged, and reliable gear. Following the war in Macroland, Blue Moon joined with its old rival, Orange Star, to form the Allied Nations. Not everyone in the country was pleased by this, and some fear there's only a matter of time before the alliance breaks down and bitter rivals resume their long conflict. Green Earth, Germany themed. Green Earth boasts the most efficient and well-organized military in the world, with commanders who are trained to specialize in a specific field of combat. The country takes a proactive approach to warfare, and it maintains a roaming independent battalion to swiftly engage any threats that arrive. Not long ago, Green Earth was pushed to the brink of defeat by Hawk's invasion from the Black Hole Army. This left deep scars which have yet to fully heal. The country has made an aggressive effort to rebuild its strength in the days since. Yes, I am going to read all these because I want to. I think it's just so cool. Like the creative effort they actually put into this, right? Yellow Comet, Japan. Proud nation with a long, rich history. Yellow Comet places the great value on upholding the traditions of the past. Their military equipment that seems to belong more to in a museum than a battlefield, but which has proven reliable time and time again. The Yellow Comet is currently ruled by the Emperor Kanbei, who is generally thought to be the most powerful commander today. It operates in a formal intelligence gathering network under the direction of Kanbei's daughter, Sonia, and is often the first to sound the alarm against global threats. Black Hole, right? Otherworldly invaders theme, so you can see all their uniforms are a little bit different. And sometimes their units are a little bit different too. Founded by Sturm, with the single purpose of conquering the Wars world, the Black Hole Army is nothing less than the most fearsome fighting force the world has ever seen. Its massive factories can construct entire mechanized armies with frightening speed, fueled by resources stolen from other countries, and many strange new inventions have proven highly effective on the battlefield. Recently, though, Black Hole has been subject to internal power struggles between various factions, giving the other nations of the world some much-needed breathing room. And then the new ones that they introduced, right? United Kingdom, so Great Britain, and look at this! Look at the little clock tower for the HQ! Look at that, so cute! A jovial and nonchalant country, Redfire employs a surprisingly practical and well-trained army capable of improvising their way through just about any problem in the battlefield. Using the clock tower as their headquarters has been a standard practice for centuries. Even today, soldiers still rely on distant tolls of bells to keep the time. Gray sky, dystopian future setting. An oppressive industrial state from a possible future that employs conscripts employed with advanced technology. Their helmets hide their eyes on a mysterious shadow, much like their country. For some reason, Gray Sky seems to eerily resemble a country in the war's world. It may not be best to think about it though, and stay in the here and now. Okay, cool. Brown Desert, Egypt themed. Okay? Known for their signature headscarves, Brown Desert operates out of the ruins of a bygone civilization that was conquered long ago by ancient Jade Sun Empire. The Brown Desert once ran a strange experiment using a pair of electrodes to channel energy and alter the weather in hopes of artificially creating sandstorms as a defensive measure. However, this experiment failed. Amber Blossom, China, an alliance of 3 mountain tribes unified after decades of civil war. Their joint military once used mismatching equipment from Green Earth, Red Fire, and Blue Moon left over from the Great War. But after years of research and development, Amber Blossom have built themselves into one of the most cutting-edge and modern militaries, though an untested one. Now that war is a distant memory. The Civil War was chronicled in Romance of the Three Tribes, a recent historical novel beloved through the Amber Blossom. Jade Sun, ancient Rome themed. This nation was once a tiny country under another name on the fringe of civilization. One day, the leader of the country read of an ancient empire called Jade Sun. So these are kind of like the Legion from Fallout. Let's see. And in the text, he saw a world far better than the backwards and degenerate one he inhabited. Inspired by what he read, he renamed his country he remade his country in the name like this of the Jade Sun and proceeded to conquer all of his home continent. Could the rest of the war's world be next? Despite the seemingly outdated and historic design, Jade Sun's military is not to be underestimated, with some of the fiercest warriors in the world. Look at all the rivals here. Not a lot of rivals. Sorry, broken. Antarctica themed, okay, with penguins! An army of sentient penguins equipped with stolen black hole technology, conceived of in a lab in the polar regions. They eventually broke free, overwhelmed their black hole captors, and colonized the area. The headquarters of the Cobalt Ice are constructed with the same blueprints as the black hole crystal, but somehow the Cobalt variants have no healing properties. Pink Cosmos, look at a little cultist looking thing. A strong religious theocracy that believes the universe itself is sentient, and there's a deliberate design to everything. At first, Pink Cosmos set expeditionary forces into the world with hope the universe would guide them into enforcing this deliberate design. But now they send out the mission of purifying the planet by conquest. So, what do we got? A little bit of like 40k in that. Latin America theme, Teal Galaxy. The dominant power in Astroland, a continent formerly controlled by members of the Allied nations. During the last Great War, the people of Astroland rose up and drove the colonizers out, while the focus of the Allied nations was elsewhere. The victorious revolution gives birth to a new country, Teal Galaxy. The budding democracy is wary of Allied nations, despite having a common enemy in the black hole, and has raised a great army. Their elite special forces, with their trademark berets, are among the best in the world. Oh, those are some berets. Yeah, that's true. Purple Lightning, France! Due to ancient law, citizens are not allowed to enlist in Purple Lightning's military. To fill out ranks, Purple Lightning officers offer lucrative opportunities to foreigners, especially those with prior combat experience, and blends them together into a cohesive fighting force. Citizenship is offered to the soldier only when his duty has been thoroughly served, for the soldier may no longer serve once he is given citizenship. Okay. Acid Rain, Vietnam! An ancient and secretive country hidden away amongst the treacherous jungles and rainforests of their continent. Not much is known about the mysterious people who live here, other than they are hardy folk who make exceptional guerrilla fighters. The ruins of past centuries remain in the deep recesses of the jungle, and they often serve as places of retreat and organization for acid rain in times of invasion. Okay, cool. Cool HQ, I like that. White Nova, aliens, woo! A benevolent alien civilization that hates war, but will gladly do what is necessary to stop the forces of evil. It is rumored that Sturm hails from the White Nova and came to War's world because he was exiled here for his heinous crimes against the people of White Nova. Was Sturm planning to use the War's world as a staging point to invade White Nova and get his revenge? We may never know. Azure Asteroid. Oh, look at the blob people. Slime-themed! The Azure Ooze. so-called for their resemblance to black hole experiment, were discovered in the crater of the meteorite in the orange star's outskirts. Assumed to be unintelligent, the ooze stunned the world when they came into possession of modern weaponry and employed it for their own defense. Azar Asteroid was the name given to the ooze's territory. And while it's only a dubious country, their common capability demands some respect. Hey, what's going on? Saint, what's up? Yes, we are playing a bunch of different Advance Wars today. Advance Wars, there is a browser version of the game that we can all play together. I'm not sure how much of a like fire we're going to be lighting under the browser version, but we also have a Nintendo DS version that we're going to be playing majority. Yep. Anyways, Noir Escape, Mobsters, Crime Syndicate. Oh, they almost have like a Team Rocket look. They have a little logo on top of their HQ. Nice, like it. As the sentient, silent leaders of the criminal underworld, Noir Eclipse is feared by many. It prefers to rely on bribery and coercion behind the scenes, but if its assets are threatened, they will gladly resort to blowing armies through certain connections. It is rumored that the Noir Eclipse isn't the actual name of the collective, but supposedly the name of its mysterious leader, Noir Eclipse, whose bloodline supposedly traces back to the great emperors of Jade's son. Interesting coat of arms, too. Almost done. Advanced dinosaurs, Silver Claw. Yeah, sure. A race of intelligent dinosaurs long thought to be extinct, with thousands of years hiding underground after developed the first asteroid impact. They had plenty of time to spend developing their own civilizations and technologies. After CERN's meteor strike on Cosmoland, they realized their time of peace was over. It is time to fight back and eradicate the meteor menace from their world once and for all. So, dinosaurs! Hell yeah, son. If I play some games, I might do monkeys or dinosaurs. Why not? The Umbra Wilds, monkeys and apes themed. The Umbra Wilds are a coalition of several tribes of intelligent primates armed with makeshift weapons, lots of attitude, and a rebellious spirit. They love nature, freedom, and despise black hole. Look at the coat of arms. Pretty cool. Famous for their unusual feats of engineering, capable of producing military-grade weapons and fortifications with nothing but scavenged parts, wood, and plenty of coconuts. Okay, cool. Okay, I felt I had to actually include this when we're talking about the Advance Wars by Web, because I feel like it just really kind of oozes just creativity and just good feels, rather. Saint, going on a miniature painting spree so the stream comes at the right moment. Nice. No, this is a very casual stream too. Okay, so when you log into Advance Wars by Web, and like I said, the link is actually pinned in the description down below, both YouTube and Twitch. You can also find the link. Just Google Advance Wars by Web, or you can check out our Discord. You can find a link to it. Advance Wars by Web also has a dedicated Discord of their own to actually look up if you're having trouble like kind of grasping like how to play, right? But we'll do a couple things, right? We'll start a couple games. So create game. We'll do a 1v1, maybe like a 1v4, right? I'm not sure if we'll actually be able to finish it this game or this stream, but I figure I can actually just, well, right now we'll make one game, right? We'll take a look at some of the games that are currently in play, and then we'll go back to Advance Wars Dual Strike, right? So Advance map name. Actually, you know what? I'll do should I just do 2 players 2? Players 2 16. Let's do oh yeah, I'll make a couple. So Beanstalk, let's see here, 2, 1v1, Beanstalk, stream, if you guys need to look it up, Beanstalk stream, Crater, number 1, and Mechanical Beanstalk. Wait, I am creating a game, right? Mechanical Beanstalk. I logged in, didn't I? Okay, first. Oh, wait, am I searching for a map? Okay, hold up. Let's just do 2v2. Let's do that. I think that's how we do. Wizard of Blank. A create game. I'm not. There's also a map generator, on the website if you guys want to actually make your own maps and like submit them. There is Advanced Wars by Web, like the Discord and the Reddit, the subreddit. There's plenty of places you can actually like get people to try out the maps and see what they think. Right? So let's just do this. We're just doing like very, very simple, right? So we'll do create game. It's a 1v1 game name. We'll do ⴡ stream. Password, it'll be beans. Comment, live stream. Actually, you know what? I don't really need a I'll do a password for the 1v. Let's just do no password. Okay. Mechanical and stock. We'll make some more later on. So like I said, you can actually do, you can ban certain COs you think are actually too powerful. And actually, there's a community guide, like tier 0 is like the strongest ones overall, the community actually thinks of tier 2. The character that we actually were just using in Advanced Wars Dual Strike was Jake. I don't quite remember everything about what all their abilities are, but again, Fog War, CO powers, funds per turn. There's a lot of different things, like things you can turn on or off in the game. It's pretty robust, I'd say. So I'll do like that, Beanstalk stream, and I'll make like a couple more, right? Let's do search on map. I'll do like 4v4, something like that. Let's create something. Not really looking into it too much, but let's do free for all, instruct stream 2, live stream at mechanical beanstalk. Mostly, like, I think there's certain things I could have probably like checked off. I probably don't necessarily want to do. But let's just do like this. Okay, creates. We'll do like one more, right? Create game. We'll do another 4v4, I suppose. Or actually, you know what? Let's just do, or not 4v4, but 6-player free for all, 4 people for all that stuff like that. Some of these might not actually fill up. I don't know what peak hours are on Advanced Wars by Web. Let's just pick this one. Oh, 3v3? Field of Ruin. It's like everyone's like so close to each other. Sure, man, why not? Create game. Let's see here. 3. Live. These are just like really, really quick. Okay. So we just got that. So we go to our games. What we have running right now. We actually can choose which CO we can do. I don't remember a lot of this stuff. Let's actually look at some of the CO charts, right? So I don't know if we're going to go through all these guys. It is a lot, right? I don't know if I want to overwhelm you guys. Sometimes I like to overwhelm you guys. Sometimes I don't. That sounds kind of bad. But anyways, like stuff like we have Andy, which is kind of like these overall. Each of these little meters is like the smaller, the skinnier part of your meter is your little power, your 1-star power, and it does something, you know, basic, right? If you go fill up the rest of the meter, right, then you get a 3-star power. And so they're generally going to be a little bit stronger, right? Example, like Andy, he doesn't modify the stats of his abilities at all. They just play as normal, right? When he uses his 3-bar power, all units are repaired by +2 HP, right? So he's a healer, right? And again, you actually fill up this meter by taking damage and I think dealing damage too. I think it's based on like how expensive, how much damage in money you're doing to a unit, or taking. Is calculated into how much actually the meter fills up, right? But anyways, as an example, hyper upgrade, all units gain +5 HP, 10% attack, and +1 movement. So not only does he give a little bit more of HP boost to all of his guys, he also gets a little bit more of attack and +1 movement. So he's just a good overall guy, but I don't think he's like rated like highest level. I think most of them are going to be like I think Colin is like a S tier hero, right? So before, like I said, I'm not going to go over all these guys, but as an example, like an S tier unit or CO in the community would be Colin, right? From what I remember. So unit cost is reduced by 80%. So all units that you buy are reduced by 80% of the, so they're 20% cheater buy, but they have slightly less attack power. So defense power, I think they're the same, but attack power, they're slightly weaker, right? His little power only costs 2 bars, right? And it multiplies your funds by 1.5, right? Which can actually build up pretty well, right? If you want to do the whole bar, right? Unit attack percentage increases by 3 times your funds divided by 1,000, right? So if you have like a lot of money and you use your full power money, you can get like a lot of damage for that turn, right? As an example, right? So anyways, let's do, I guess, Colin for 1. Let's do Jake, because we're just actually playing this guy. And I think, where is he? So Olaf is who I was actually thinking about. You can choose which army you want to get into. I guess we're going to be doing dinosaurs, because why not, right? We'll do monkey, and we'll do orange star. Why not? We'll just do boop. Okay, we'll start. So anyone else who wants to join the game, they're going to be here, and I think it should prompt me when it finally goes live. Right? We'll come back to this, but we can go to games, view active game, right? So we can choose, let's see here, we have, like say there's many different, ooh, that does not look fun. Let's see here, let's do Empire of the Sack, sure. So we have many different players. It's currently on turn 12, day 12, right? You can rewind it a little bit if you want. I think it is... How do you rewind? But you can kind of see like everyone kind of taking their own turn. You can see like blue is attacking green over here. But then like if you really wanted to, you can kind of, you can send messages. And there's no like actual... You can start off as being part of a team, but you can't ally in the middle of a match officially. You have to kind of like do a gentleman's agreement. I think you can message the person, and you can say, "Don't attack me," and we'll do this. I'll let you have this territory, stuff like that, right? But let's see, can we do yeah, replay? So we'll do that's replay. We can do rewind turn, rewind action. So we can do. Let's see here. Close replay. Let's do 1. Okay, so this is their first turn, right? Let's actually zoom. Like I said, it's been a while. But you can see the map, and you can go to. So they've been doing. They started this game on 4/22/2026. So some games go faster than others, right? But like the larger games, they're kind of cool. If you just want to like something you can kind of do like a turn. Like in the morning before you go to work or something like that. This is a really good game for that. So you go boop, and you can see like go you can see down through the orange star moving, and then green is up, and green. You can see him like landing on the north part of the map, and yeah, you can just kind of like review like certain games. You can kind of like learn how to play that way, right? So anyways, let's go with that. Your games. We'll leave this open. I'm not sure like how busy this aspect of the stream is going to be, but it's good to actually kind of watch, right? With that said, let's go back to Advance Wars, and I'll kind of show you the rest of what's going on. Keep an eye. I'll try to keep an eye on it as much as I can. If you guys see like any sort of change, be sure to let me know in chat. But it might be something that we just kind of like come back to. We don't actually play like a game on Advanced Wars by Web, but we actually like watch like a tournament play. That'd be actually pretty fun. With that said, what else am I thinking about? Let's go back to dual strength, right? So boop. Commander Rachel, we've encountered advanced enemy forces. Understood. We'll head to the battlefield right away. Have we taken any casualties? Our infantry is taking sporadic fire, but the enemy force is fairly small. Saint. Dang, if I didn't have my hands covered in paint, I'd join. When's the next time? Well, I mean, the game's open right now. You can join whenever you want. But take your time. No worries, man. I'll try my best. I'm always, like... I don't know if I'm the greatest with managing my time, but I always try to make time for other members of the community. So if anyone wants to start a game like during the week, just let me know over in Discord. Infantry is taking sporadic fire, but the enemy's force is fairly small. I see. Well, we've got to get in there and rescue those grunts. So I heard some black hole forces want to rumble. Yeah, they've progressed much further and faster than I anticipated. I hope to get some more training in, but you'll have to play with what you're dealt. Yeah, but there aren't that many enemy units. Just kick back and give me some tips while I map these guys up. That's the spirit, Jake. Sounds like we've got ourselves a plan. Okay, move out. Alright, now we have Jake unlocked, so we play around as Jake. I think his deal is like he gets better, like, just basic tanks. Allied forces falling back? Yes, sir. If we capture the nearby HQ, our conquest of Omega Land will be complete. The enemy resistance has been pathetic, hasn't it, Commander Jugger? Query. Are we inside Orange Star territory? Looks like it, sir. Purging me from memory. Understood. Cool. The enemy has 3 tank units. You better rest your infantry in that city. Those guys aren't going to last long unless we get there fast. That's all good. I'll send my tank to rescue them. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, 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 you son of a bitch! I know you're hard to beat when you're on the plains, but... Oh, yeah, that's right. He's like a terrain benefit. Like, I think Jake, it's better attack if he's on plains or something like that. You've only got 1 tank unit, so you can't win a head-on attack. You must destroy every enemy unit, and you can't lose if your infantry falls. You've got some new units to try out, so let's put them to work. Go ahead and select the unit. Okay. Let's do... So I don't think... So tanks, I don't think can cross water. So you can do like this. That's an artillery unit. If it doesn't move, it can bombard enemies from afar. So they're indirect units. I think there's... The only main indirect units I can think of off the top of my head are artillery and rockets. There are other ones, though. But artillery can't shoot anyone right next to it, but they can shoot like 1 or 2 squares beyond. But the thing is, they can only shoot or move at the same time. They can't do both. It's deployed in a good strategic location right now. Isn't our army very well trained? Indirect combat? Cool! Does that mean I can hit those tanks across the river? Yup! Because it's over there, you don't have to worry about any counterattacks. But if our artillery unit is attacked directly, it can't fight back. It'll be a pile of slag in short order, so don't leave it exposed. To attack, touch the unit and choose fire from the menu. Always keep in mind that artillery units can't move and fire at the same turn. If there aren't any units in the range, the fire command will not be available. To see the unit's range of fire, touch and hold the unit for a few seconds. You can use the same technique to check the firing range of other units. Alright, I'll give it a shot. I see what you did there. So let's see, you can do like that. I think that's the fire zone, right? So you can do boop, boop, fire. 56 damage. So I think it should just do 5 damage. Because it's terrain, it's inside forest. So I think it should have enough defense to only take 5 damage, I think. We'll see if I know what I'm doing. I might not know what I'm doing though. Yes. If it was in like plains, it would take more damage, right? So now it can only do 50% of its normal damage for this guy, right? So we'll keep this guy. Actually, I don't know if we can't do anything right now. I think. Tanks can't move across mountains, so they would have to go across the forest. And I think I don't think it gets any move. Some units get movement penalty based on certain terrain. Let's see here. Tread 2. Oh, here we go. So the top left-hand corner, we have tread. It uses 2 movement spaces for... Yeah, right. So, infantry and mech only use 1 movement while moving through forest, but tanks use 2. And if we ever have anything that has tires, it uses 3. So the thing is, I can always just go boop, boop, and wait, And then when he has to go around this, and there's no other way he can go, because he's going to be blocked by the mountains. He's going to go here, and he's going to go here, right? So what I can do, this is an APC, Armored Personnel Transport. It is a non-combat unit. Carrier. It is designed to transport infantry and deliver supplies to adjacent units. By supplies, I mean APCs replenish unit fuel and ammo reserves. They can supply up to 4 units at once, as long as the units are in adjacent spaces. Plus, it doesn't matter if the units are in land, sea, or air units. Nice, right? Once a unit loads onto an APC, or drop command will appear in the command menu. After that, it's as simple as choosing where you want to unload the unit. It couldn't be easier, really. So this is APCs. You can have them go up and supply your gun line, right? If you have a lot of indirect units, like the artillery that we showed you before, I think the artillery, their shots are not that bad, but I think like stuff like missiles, I think have more limited fuel and shots. So having like one APC next to them and like refueling every so often is typically a good thing. Also, what else should I? There's probably some other strategies I'm not thinking about. I get it. In this mission, I have to protect my infantry, so my APC is essential. Yes. Exactly. You know the APC can't move in the mountains, though, right? That's because they run in treads, just like tanks. Units with treads get slowed down a bit when they move through wooded areas, like I was saying before, right? Be sure to check out the top screen for any details on the train types. So what I can do, I can go here, and I can do... Let's see here. I don't know if it's expecting me to do anything with this guy, but I can do... This unit's are in rough shape. It needs time to recover, that's for sure. But leaving it here could be dangerous. This is where APCs come in handy. Yeah, load it to the APC and have it move all the way back to the capital, and they can't actually go across the rivers, they can't go across the mountains or anything like that. So we can just have our guys like shoot them across the river continuously. Those things can carry infantry and much mech units, right? Yep. As long as APC doesn't get destroyed, they'll be safe. Plus, APCs have a movement range of 6, allowing them to get off out of the front easily. Select the infantry unit, move on to APC, then select load from the menu. If the APC is in range, order the infantry to load up. Yes, of course. You got it! Yeah! You got the right idea. I'm counting on you. Okay. So next turn, they can move. They've already ended the movement. What was I going to say? I can have tank move down the road. And roads have 1 movement penalty for any type of troop, right? So yeah, I'll save. Can I save? Let's see. Yes. And then end turn. Let's actually check out CO. So this is the new CO we got. Jess and Rachel, a young, energetic Orange Star CO who is a top-notch tank commander. Hits. What he likes? What does he like? He likes clubbing. Miss, easy listening. Fights well in the open. Firepower of all units increase in planes. Okay. Existing skill. Beat down is 1-star power. Firing range of vehicles increased by 1. Okay. I think that's. I don't think that's. I think that's indirect units, not direct units. I think. Firepower of all units increased on planes. So if they're on planes, on grass, they're stronger. Okay. Block rock, and some of the stuff in Advanced Wars by Web is going to be a little bit different, so I got to keep that in mind. Firing range of all vehicles increased by 1. And movement increased by 2. Firepower of all units really increased on planes. Excuse me, perfect. And it just says, what are good. If he has anything he adds on to any people. So anyways, and let's see. CO, can we look at? Yeah, this is the opponent. So Jugger, right? So Jugger, a robot like CO within the Black Hole Army. No one knows his true identity. Gets a little smarter when he uses CO power. A hit is energy. Miss, static electricity. So he's essentially a robot, right? High firepower, but he relies solely on strength. His shoddy technique sometimes reduces the damage his units deal. So he is, I think, every so often, even without his power, I think he does do like random bonus or penalties to whatever damage he does, I think. Overlook increases the dispersion of fire. There's a chance of getting a super strong blow, but the unit's fire power might suddenly drop instead. So, yeah, sure. So, yeah, it makes him even more random, is what his abilities do. Attack power increases dramatically, but so does the dispersion rate, which affects the amount of damage some units take. Okay, well, interesting. Let's do... Great music in this game, by the way. Amazing. Commander Jugger. Enemy unit spotted. Identify enemy commander. He's a young guy. Kind of a small child. Profile match. Andy of Orange Star, the legend himself. No, sir. It doesn't seem to be him. Hey, Black Hole chumps. You think you're all bad, stealing other people's stuff? File not found. You are Orange Star, CO. You know it! Bro, now answer me. Reply irrelevance. Reserving energy for current task. Splitting you like an atom. You are Orange Star's house now, you stupid piece of shit. You're going down! Attack, attack, attack! Okay, so we do both. Fire. Meow, 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 meow. Early game missions are probably not going to be too much of a threat. So let's do... Boop. Go all the way down here. Oop, no, wait. Then... Tank. Go up here. It will just kind of like park him on this territory, give him 3 defense, and every turn he'll be healed when he takes damage. Although I don't think it'll really be... I mean, this is not too much of a threat, no matter how you look at it. Let's check our... Okay. Easy. All right. Yeah. Cool. It's never really mentioned too much, but this game is very similar to the first game that actually had like a kind of battle system like this was a game called Langgrisser or Warsong. But it was like a fantasy version of this, right? I don't know. I don't know why like people don't really mention that when they're talking about Advance Wars. They're just like, there's other Advance Wars likes over on Steam that aren't as great. I don't know why people don't really talk about Warsong or Langgrisser as much. I did when I was when I first started streaming. I did try to do one of my favorite Langgrisser games on stream. I actually might go back to it one day, but it's a like Langgrisser, and it was essentially a remake of the second Langgrisser game, and it was originally on the Super Famicom, right? And it had like a very interesting like translation. There's a fan translation that brought it, made it playable, right? And Langgrisser also added like multiple different endings and like playthroughs, more so than the original Langgrisser 2, right? And you can be, it's just like, again, it's just like a magic fantasy version of this. But in Langgrisser, you can have, you can be like the hero, fight against the Empire, or you can leave the heroes and join the evil Empire, right? Or you can betray the evil Empire and join the demons that the Empire is summoning, right? You can be neutral. I think you can just turn against anyone. I think there's another playthrough you can actually do. I forget exactly what it was, but yeah, you can join with the evil bad guys in Langgrisser, and then betray them and join the evil guys, and then end up like fighting like the goddess that like set you on your journey in the first place. It's a pretty good game. I would definitely recommend it. If you guys ever find it, the fan translation, you can actually talk to me over in Discord. I can probably like point you in the right direction. but I don't know where I got the PC version of it. I'd have to actually think about that a little bit. But definitely would recommend it if you ever had a chance to pick it up and play it. And if you like this, you definitely like Land Grizzard. Where you going, buddy? I think he's out of range right now. Okay, good. We'll just do... why not? Cool. Stream Boo! Stream Boo! Oh my lord, Stream Boo. Bye. Cool. Yeah, I've gotten really good at like banning Stream Boo. Like... yeah! Ban, 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 ban! Cool. I kind of like to see Stream Boo. I don't want to admit it, but it's like every single time. It's like it's my good luck charm. Every time he comes in, it's like best promotion on Stream Boo. Just pay some money. Give me your bank account number. Stream Boo. You always give me the best offer, Stream Boo. Let's see here. Boo, boo, boo. And end. Oh. Doesn't want to fight. Because you're a bitch. He's gonna fight. Fire. Go, my tanks, go! Cool. Woohoo! I mean, everyone, well done. Yes, yes. Well done. That was very excellent work, Jake. Rock on! I won! Commander wearing headphones. I knew you'd deliver. You're going to be a great CO, Jake. ... So you're a black hole, huh? Don't you guys ever give up? And how'd you recover so quickly? Last I checked, your arms were trashed after your last invasion failed. Reply irrelevant. Initiating Jugger retreat protocol. Next time, Jugger break you. What are they after? Who knows? But they're out of force and bent on destruction, that's for sure. Let's leave the intelligence gathering to the pros and focus on the fight. Yeah! That's right! Rock! Sure. Still. S rank, sure. I deserve it, I guess. Oh my god. You gotta drop like a fat pea. Okay. Sure. Cool. Points by the point store. The new black Jake. Mission complete. Number 3. Max attacks. Save current data. Where'd you like to save? Save 1. Yes. Yeah! This oozes personality. I just love it so much. Gangway, I'm here! Max is a direct damage dealer, right? So any units that deal direct damage, his passive increases the amount of direct damage they do. But the indirect units have penalty, right? So he's just and his ability, his 1-star and 3-star, I believe, do just enhances that, right? I think that gives him more movement and more direct attack strength, I think. Sup? Who are you? What? You can't be serious. Don't tell me Neil's little sis didn't tell you about me. I'm Orange Star's powerhouse, Max. I'm sure you've heard of me. We're kind of out of the sticks, so news is kind of hard to come by. Alright, I'll let you off easy this time. So where's Rachel? She's back at HQ for a war council. She'll be back in a couple days. Right now, we're doing war crimes. Oh, ain't that something. And after I came all this way to help too. But here I am, so let's get out of here and take back all the land you lost. Oh my lord. Throwing some shade. What's your name, kid? I'm Jake. I just got transferred to Omega Land a few days ago. Ha! Nice to meet you, Jake. Man, you got a lot of nothing out of you. Wow. I guess he's just... he's on the sticks, so yeah, I guess that's appropriate. If the black hole attacks with any force, there's nothing to stop him. Don't know it. So what's your style, Max? I like to hit the enemy hard and fast. No sneaking around for me. I like to pop them in the nose in direct combat. Pow! Yeah, if you got some serious guns, any strategy you don't like? Yeah, I guess. Why don't you check out my CO profile for details? Alright, cool. Commander Jake, bad news. We spotted black hole troops. I peed a little bit. Rachel's not here. I guess I have to step up. Whoa there, Ricky. Running around without any plan is like painting a big fat target on your chest. Why don't you take a seat and let me show you how it's done? Word! I'll probably cut down on casualties and stuff. Just so casual about casualties. You're a smart kid. I like that. We'll be fighting side by side in no time. I'm gonna go kick some black hole booty. Watch and learn, Jake. Go get him, Max. Max attacks. Tee. Okay. What was her name? Can't remember what her name is offhand. She's a terrain specialist. So I think she gets. I don't think she doesn't have any passives. I think, but she's stronger if she has better terrain that she's in. So if you have like a 3-star terrain that you're in, she has like a 3-star not only to her defense but her attack as well. I know that laugh. You've heard it before? Yeah, I know who it is. Tee, what a pathetic bunch. I'm so bored. Hee. Huh? It's just a young girl? Don't let her fool you. She roughed us up last time we fought. Hey, Lash! Lash! That's what her name is. I thought we knocked some sense into you last time around. Oh look, it's Orange Star's great big monkey box Max. Let me guess. They shipped you out here because you stink at indirect combat, right? Shut your trap! How dare you? Ooh, Lord. Why can't you be more direct with me? What are you scum doing out here anyways? I'll never tell. But I do know that while you guys are all beat up, Black Hole just keeps on getting stronger and stronger and stronger! She's right about that. But shouldn't that both of us be exhausted? What's going on? How do you recover so quickly? Where'd you get your supplies and funding? Duh! I can even tell you that. But don't worry, you'll find out soon enough. You lucky guys get to help me field test my latest invention, the Black Bomb. Oh, okay. You can't have this in Advanced Wars by web, but most people I think disable it. But I think what's going on, they're like individual platform. Wait, no. No, that's right. You can make them from a typical factory that you build everything else. But they are just like one unit that like has an AoE explosion, right? And once they explode, they're gone. It's gonna blow your minds, so you get a bang out of it. Tee. Black bombs. It's nothing more than a big missile. Our copters will take it out. Nuh-uh. Copters can't attack it. I back up now. How are you? Bah! Just wasting your breath. Let's get back to blasting. Max, check it out. The enemy has 2 medium tanks. Relax, will you? Take a look at what units we got deployed. See those battlecopters over the sea? Use them right and we'll be just fine. Now listen up. There are 2 basic ways to defeat an enemy army. One way is to wipe out every one of its units. The other is to capture its HQ. On this map, capturing HQ seems to be the best option. I think HQs are 30 resistance to capture, I think. But yeah, that is something. If you capture enemy's HQ, they just die for that match. Let's just move on and see what happens. Okay. So let's see here. Boop. Let's say something about indirect combat. What is she talking about? Like she said, I stink at it. I don't like shooting things from distance. Every CO has its strengths and weaknesses. Knowing your own keeps you alive. So you're right up against stuff in every battle that you're good at and bad at. Asking allies to handle the stuff you're bad at makes you enemy stronger, right? Yeah, that's the idea. If you need more intel on the CO strengths, open the map and select the CO. You'll find everything you need to know. So, let's see here. I don't think we have anything to actually deal with the bomber. That's the thing. So it can attack us next turn. I think it can attack my copters, right? If I want to get a good score for this, like a good ranking for this, I probably don't want to have this blow up any of my helicopters, right? So, with that said, I think what I want to do... Commander Max, our copters can't attack the missile. It's flying too high. Huh? Usher's telling the truth? Maybe the only way to attack it with a fighter or ground units with anti-air capabilities. Ignore it. I'm sure it won't do much harm. Yes, it will. It will definitely do harm. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, Jake. This is a battlecopter. It's a direct combat air unit. It can deal destruction to tank and medium tank units. See that bridge to the left of the HQ? Stop the enemy tanks there if you can. Then sending the infantry to the HQ with the T-copter. That'll be a solid plan. There's one other thing you need to remember with air units. Any guesses? Fuel, right? That's right. All air units burn fuel even when they're not moving. If an air unit runs out of fuel, it'll crash and burn. Air units can resupply and regain HP at airports, but there aren't any around. Air units can get fuel and ammo from APCs, so stick close to arms. Okay, I'm thinking that generally, like scripted, what's supposed to happen is the missile is supposed to go here and just blow all your guys up. I don't know how much damage it does. So I'm thinking that maybe I should just move my guys up here, have it move closer to me, and then we'll move in and take this. I don't think I have any factories, do I? City. So I can't make anything. But yeah, CO. Brave and loyal friend, not to mention a strong fighter. Max hates the kind of treachery, preferring a good old-fashioned brawl. Hit, weight training, miss studying, of course. Non-infantry direct combat units are tops. Indirect combat troops are reduced in range and firepower. Oh yeah, also he gets a range penalty on indirect units also. Firepower of non-infantry directs. Combat unit rises. Yeah. So, whoa. They have a little bit of extra strength. So I'm going to move all these guys. I think if I move them... So this is the border of the rocket's movement. I don't think I can... I don't know how I can fight the rocket. Huh. But let's do... Boop. Just for now. Do this. Move this guy. And we'll move my indirects closer, right? Don't know. I'll do like this. And I'll do... Boop. With it, I'm just trying to get out of range of the rocket. But I think if I do this, I can move this guy in here. This is less vulnerable to when it actually gets hit. It looks like I have to actually have someone get hit. So what I could probably do is send the APC to get hit by the rockets. I don't know what it's trying to do, but then I can just hope. I don't think it'll destroy the APC. I don't think. Let's see here. Tee, go on, Black Bomb, go. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's fine. We don't have to worry about it. Okay. Cool. So don't have to worry about that. Whoa, it exploded! Whoa! It did a ton of damage too. Stupid Black Bomb. I underestimated it. We've got to repair those copters. I know, but there aren't any airports in the area, so we can't repair them. When a battlecopter loses HP, its power also drops. There's only one way to get our copters more HP, and that's through airport. Yeah, how's that? Actually, we're not giving them HP. We're just going to give them two... Oh yeah, that's right. You can merge units together, okay? Unfortunately, we'll only have one unit instead of two, so it's a tough call. To merge units, move one of the units on top of the other one. Okay? You'll see the join command when you do this. Select it, and you are good to go. So, like, say 5, if we don't have any way to actually restore them, we can combine, and then we have a fresh unit, right? So let's do also here. And we'll drop this guy here. Boop, boop, load. This is a transport copter, or a T-copter. It's not built for combat, it's built for moving infantry around. The difference between this and an APC is T-copters can fly over water, yes. We can get behind them and scan their HQs, right? That's one way to do it. Not many of them are strong points, but it might work. One more thing, T-copters can't drop soldiers off on while the copter are hovering over water. It's too risky. So yeah, we can go here. Tank, so that what's going to happen with the AI, these guys are going to bunch up against the APC. They're not really going to do much, and these guys our artillery will shoot. And we'll have, once they get weakened, our T-copters will swarm in and finish them off. You took the brunt of my black bomb's explosion. You're still fighting? Oh, you guys stink. I gotta figure out how to actually produce black bombs at airports. Okay. Should be able to do a lot of damage. Yeah, like 1 point of damage. It's not that big a deal. Cool. So we're on day 3. Hey Max, you knocked some heads on the front. You knocked some heads on the front lines of the last war, right? Yeah, that was a rough one. We only won because we fought together. I got a feeling this is going to be tough too. You're a bit short on allies. Well, you're the first CO to get into a Megaland's back, Max. I'm psyched. I just happen to be the closest one. That's all. Call it fate. I didn't even get permission from HQ. I just rolled on over here. Was that cool? Aren't there supposed to be policy meetings or something? Yeah, it's going to be like shot for insubordination or something like that. When the entire continent's in danger, there's no time for meetings. I'm sure Mel will take care of all the red tape and paperwork for me. So the rest of your crew is back in Macroland? Yeah, they've got their hands full, sweeping up the crumbs of Black Hole's army. I don't think they'll be over here to help anytime soon. That's too bad. We could have actually used them. Keep your chin up, kid. You got me, and I'm not planning on throwing in the towel. Yeah! I'll get better too. We'll protect this land together. Friendship! Now you're talking. Friendship. So we just whoop-a-doo. Fire. Yes. That's. We can move. Fire. Cool. A little bit more damage. Max does more damage with direct attacks, so he's gonna sweep these guys. Boop-a-doo. Boop. Boop. Cool. And I can do go here. Fire. Cool. Boop. 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 Medium tanks are just like tanks. They just have a little bit more attack and defense. And then I think there's just grades of attacks, of tanks, right? So there's tanks, medium tanks, heavy tanks, super tanks, and like neo tanks, I want to say. Each of them are just like upgrades to the last one. Over here. And yeah. Cool. And let's see here. Fire. Okay. And fire. Boop, boop. Fire. 3, and we can finish this guy off. Fire. Cool. And here. Fire. Finish this guy off. Or not. That's fine. They're all damaged. Move this guy. That's probably gonna wipe them all off before he's able to do anything. Bop. And I think I might have missed someone. I don't know. It's fine. Cap just because. Okay, so it's still 20 resistance for HQs. I thought it was like stronger for some reason. Cool. Okay. Oh, we got shots. Shots. Okay. Oop. No! Didn't mean to do that. That's fine. Okay. Whatever. Cool. Oop. Cool. I'm gonna do some overkill right now. Bop. Yeah! Die like a bitch. You won, Max! Let's grab that lash and get her to tell us all about Black Hole's numbers. I doubt she's still around. She's a tough one to pin down. Ah, you're right, she bounced. What are they playing at? I wish I could tell you that, kid. I wasn't sure we finished off their boss. What am I gonna figure out here, though? Let's go grab some grub. Oh, yeah. Pizza party. Pizza party. Cool. Let's check out something. Yes. I hear that. I want you to tell me about your time on the front lines, too. Ha! I have enough stories to tell you all night. First, there's this boy, Andy. Yeah! Cool. Yep. Okay. I'm on a roll! Look at those guns, man. The size of my head. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. Really would appreciate it if you would do so. Plenty of different ways to support the channel if you want to do so. Like and follow and subscribe. It does help me out. I'm trying to work on 1K subscribers over on YouTube, for instance. But there's channel points, there are bits, there's bobs on YouTube and Twitch. There's Patreon. If you guys ever want to join our Discord, just for link is pinned in the live chat to my right and down below in the video description down below.
Mission complete.
Yeah! Orange Star! Right. America themed. Should have actually been playing this on 4th of July. Ooh, that would have been fun. War for America. Or for Star? I don't know. What's the latest news from the War Council? I can't believe how quickly Omega Land is drying into dust. It's all happened in the past few months. Something's going down, I know it. And Black Hole's different too. Even though Sturm's out of the picture, it looks like they have an objective and are following someone's orders. Our army is severely undermanned, but they're growing larger and larger. There must be someone or some group directing their movements and activities. For now, we're in the dark. All we can do is just attempt to cut off their supplies. Commander Rachel! Oh no! What's happening? This is terrible, awful, horrible, catastrophic. What is it? Take a deep breath and start talking. There's a gigantic missile headed right for HQ. What? A missile? How long do we have? Boom. In fact, approximately 30 minutes. Oh, 30 minutes. Okay. Oh my lord. We have to launch a counterattack. They'll take your eyes off that missile. Bring up the screen now! I want to watch it as we fight. Sure. Let's go! Reclaim the skies! Attention, all allied forces. Begin retreat procedures immediately. Dream on, freak! You're the CO controlling that missile, right? This is our homeland, and we're going to find a way to defeat you. Enemy untested. Skill level, low. Enemy victory, impossible. Resistance, useless. Approaching missile is your doom. Commence attack procedure, Alpha. Hey, so what? Maybe I'm not that strong, but I'm the most stubborn CO you'll meet. I won't stop fighting until there's not a single one of you left standing. Everyone take a look at the screen. It shows a map of the continent, right? As soon as we start fighting, the countdown will start. But if we can't defeat those chumps here before the timer reaches 0, we win. But things may not look good now, but this time our army has upper hand. Okay. Okay, I thought it was going to be like another one of those missile units. I didn't think we were going to get like nuked. Okay, right on. Fighters and bomber too. They've deployed a powerful horse. Yes, they have. But don't worry, we've got friendship on our side. First, let's take a look at the enemy units and see what they can do. These are fighters. They're direct combat air-to-air units. They can strike hard and fly long distances, but can't attack ground units. Next up, we have a bomber. It can devastate land and naval units. However, it can't attack other air units. We're facing a strong army, but we're more than a match for them. Don't be afraid. Move out and take the fight to them. Okay. CO, what we got? A young Orange Star CO. She strives to follow the footsteps of her big sister Nell. Brings a breath of fresh air to her units. Hits, hard work. Miss, excuses. No excuses. Her troops are quite hardworking. They increase base resupplies by 1. I don't know what that means. Lucky Lass. Improves her chance to strike with massive firepower and destroys her enemies. Lucky. Okay. Interesting. So better chance of hitting hard. Provides covered fire by launching 3 missiles from Orange Star HQ and Omega Land. Okay, interesting. Okay, so if we do 2-star covering fire, we can boom. Okay, make some boom. Okay, I like to try it out. Wait, so can I do anything? Oh, interesting. So what we can do. So these are rockets. Ah, yes, a rocket launcher. This unit can fire indirectly on land and naval units. It can hit a much greater range than artillery units, so I think you'll like it. As luck would have it, those enemy tankers are in range. Let's pound them. Yeah, that's the only thing they can attack, right? So, boop, fire. 72 damage. So, 7 points of damage. Shoo shoo. But they can't. They can't fire within 2 squares of each other. That's the way. Yeah, 2 squares versus the artillery's 1, but you can fire up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. And there is an indirect fire specialist, so I think you can add another 1 to that. So you can, with that CO, you can have it to 5, 6, like 6 range, which is pretty insane, actually. We got ants. This is an anti-air unit. As the name implies, it can engage air units in direct combat. Air units figure its firepower, and believe me, it has a beast against infantry units. Tanks and mid-tanks are a bit of it out of its league, though, so be careful. Okay, so let's do... Cool. So, the bomber does a lot of damage to any ground unit, right? I think it just wants me to... Wait, is this missiles? Yeah, this deadly piece of hardware is a missile unit. It can fire indirectly on air units. The fighter and battlecopter below are both within range, so let's attack. But which unit should you attack? The fighter or the copter? The fighter, because it has a larger movement range, right? Wrong! Wrong! You're much better off attacking the battlefield copter. Remember, our anti-air units can reach and engage the flyer. But the fire on the copter only with missiles because it's over the sea. Oh yeah, okay, I get the idea. And try not to move units unnecessarily. Right on, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so boop, boop, And we can do 115 damage. So anything over 100% damage kills it immediately. Cool. Excellent! Okay. I think it wants me to attack the bomber like this. 75% damage, still good. Yeah, that's fine. So, boop, 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 boop. Okay, and go here. Let's finish off this guy so it can't actually harm our anti-air. And there's nothing much I can do. Okay, move as far away from here as possible. I'll drop him just in case. Okay, and enemy army has many anti-air units. Victory improbable. Ready naval unit. Juggler, retreat. But retreating in full view of the enemy is... Survival tactics take priority over victory. What? More Juggler, wait for us! You're so silly. Okay. It's weakened, but still was able to do something. This is so stressful. We can't afford to make a single mistake. Well, yeah. As you can see, we were using both screens in the skirmish. So far, the top screen we can use only to display intels, right? Well, you can still see the intel by tapping the X swap icon in the touchscreen. This icon switches the top screen between missile tracking and intel. Okay. So the X swap icon only functions when you have battles with two friends, right? Oh, and there's something else I wanted to ask you about. The R-info icon appears when our cursor is over unit. What does it do? The R-info icon allows you to see more detailed information about deployed units. You can check the firepower, types of units you can attack, and other intel. The R-info doesn't appear unless the top screen is on until the play. So you won't see it if you're tracking the missile. Remember that. Oh, and the R button does the same thing, so you can use it too. Okay. Cool. I'll make sure to use it. Okay. Like that. Boom. And you. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Yes! We did it! Slow motion, like, cinematic. It cuts to it. Well, was there something else we were waiting? She just like, gets annihilated by the rocket, the missile. It's like a scene from like Terminator 2 where like the Sarah Connor's like just blast into a skeleton. Nell's just ah! Just whoosh! Oh my lord. Dude, if I was ever allowed to make my own Advance Wars game, it would be the best. Fantastic, nice work, Commander. Let's redirect that ballistic missile into the sea. If we can recover it intact, we can reverse engineer it to gain valuable insight into their technology. Yes, ma'am. It's too bad the enemy CO got away, though. He survived the last time we fought, too. He's a tough shell to crack. Commander Max should be arriving soon, so I'm heading back to the front line. You're in command here. Don't let me down. Wait, Commander! Rachel! Shoot, she's gone. She's such an understanding leader, but I'm so glad she's with Orange Star. Victory! Cool. S rank! Excellent. Okay, let's go over to Advanced Wars by Web for a little bit. So I want to actually look at a professional match. So let's just go to... That's right. We'll go here. Okay. And... your turn. Okay, so someone joined our turn. So, Mechanical Beanstalk. Tourist. Okay. I'm not going to do good at this whatsoever, but we will play. Let's see here. Beanstalk stream game. And this is our game name. I can actually post. Okay, probably like post this in our Advance Wars section in Discord too. So I'll post this over in Discord if you guys want to follow along. Watch me die horribly. Let's see here. Okay. So let's try this out. Tourist. And let's see here. So it's my turn. You can zoom in a little bit. And generally, I think with Advanced Wars by Web, you generally start off with 2 infantry, I believe, right? So return. In stock. Make sure I got that just right. Zoom in. So, it's me versus Tourist, which is probably so good. So he built, no, you start off with 1 infantry, that's right. So you start off with 1 infantry for free in Advanced Wars by Web, right? So we can go, we are dinosaurs, so we can choose where to go. Remember that it's just like normal Advanced Wars, take property, so most thing that makes a little bit more sense. Our capital is right here, theirs is right over there. You probably want to go here, and go across the river, go to the building, and then capture. So, capture, just like in normal Advanced Wars. Take 5 off its resistance to capture, so next turn we'll be able to capture it, we'll be able to get another troop, right? So he built another troop, another infantry. We can click on our factory, right? And we have a certain amount of money, right? I don't see any reason why we wouldn't want to build an infantry, so let's do infantry. Our infantry is a little bit cheaper. Instead of it being 1,000, it is 800, since we are calling. So let's go here, and we can go end turn, and then he'll go, right? Purple lightning. We'll come back. So we'll wait. Game, create game, if you want. View active, view completed. Let's view completed. Actually, let's see here. Competition for Live League. Let's do Live League. So I know certain ones. Yeah, like certain ones are from like really, really good players. Let's do. We just saw Max in Advanced Wars Dual Strike. So let's try out this one, so you guys kind of understand what I'm saying. So view game. It's a 1v1. Let's see here. So what's her name? I forget what her name is, but so Yellow's commander is units gain +1 vision in Fog of War. I don't know if Fog of War is enabled or disabled in this one. I like it disabled because I like to sneak up on people. Have hidden HP counter, hidden HP. So she makes her opponents can't see her HP total, right? So you'd have to kind of write it down, who has all the different HP at every particular time. Counterattacks do 1.5 more damage. So when you fight her, she does a little bit of counterattack damage. It does a little bit more, right? I don't think she's that bad. Luck is reduced to -9 to +9%. So she has she's a little bit more lucky, right? And her 1-star power is she gains +1 vision and can see into forests and reefs. Not really too useful for if you're not playing Fog of War. All units gain +1 vision, can see into forests and reefs. Unit being attacked will attack first, even if it would be destroyed by attack. Okay, so you can have a wall of players. You can have a wall of tanks, right? And if you have the big power, the 3-star power, you attack first as if you had attacked, right? So she's not that bad. And we do have Max right over here in green, right? So let's go do a replay. We'll do first turn, right? So we do Comlart versus Jurvo is on fire. Okay. So we'll do each make a infantry, and then green just decides to not make an infantry and just go. Okay. So we had, and on the right hand side of the screen you can see how much money is how much value their army is, how many units do they actually have, and how much money they're actually getting per turn. Right. So we can do this is 2 turn 2. Okay, so they're kind of building the same amount of troops, it looks like. Nothing too crazy. So just kind of going, capturing troops. A better Advanced Wars player will probably let you know, like, specifically what direction he would want to actually get certain, move certain guys, right? So one of the things in, like, if Fog of War is turned on, you can only see within a certain amount of squares of a unit, right? Recons, which are kind of like a tire trade vehicle, have like, I forget exactly the amount of like visual squares they have, but a lot, right? In forests, and I think some in reefs, like you see this on the top right-hand corner of the screen, the little rocks. If you move units inside of there during Fog of War, they can't be. You can only see inside forests and reefs if you're right next to them, right? And if you choose to move through a hidden square like a forest or reef without knowing what's inside, and there was a troop inside, your troop will smack into the enemy troop, and you'll lose that troop's turn, right? So, possibility that you can like have some really clever ambushes that way, right? But let's see. With that said, let's keep on going for a little bit. I think it wasn't that many turns, right? It was like 12 turn. It's a 12-turn game. So let's just do. And I'm not the best Advanced Wars player, but so I can't do kind of like a play-by-play, like what's the best way to do this. But I think comm arrays give more visual range in Fog of War. But I can't remember what else they do. I think there's property otherwise. Okay. Just copying. They're pretty much neck and neck. They're like 1,000 money difference. But no one's really having any sort of... It's turn 5, so the game's halfway done. Sometimes, like, if you're really good at, like, 1v1s, like, games won't last very long at all. But, sometimes, a lot of these games can last, like, a very, very long time. It kind of depends on what kind of, like turn-based strategy player you are, right? Like, you could set up, like, a very large map. It'll take, like, a very, very long time to actually go through. And those can be really, really fun. If you like just play with like someone you know, you're comfortable with. But still turn 6. He actually has some tanks coming out, and I think some other good Advanced Wars streamers would probably let you know like when's the best time to actually start putting pressure on the opponent. So like when's the best time to actually have a tank? Both of them have, I think. Yellow is a little bit slightly behind, I think, but is pooping out more troops. So 2 tanks. Green hasn't taken their turn yet. So, and then it's all about infantry. He hasn't built any mechs or anything like that. Movement is key, so you probably have to get like a lot of infantry and just try to get as much money as possible, right? And one of the key strategies when they're really close to actually getting into conflict with each other is how much pressure you exert and where, right? Because like say if they're sending their troops to kind of in this area, right? So you probably want to like kind of balance yourself, like where you're sending your infantry, and like if you're sending your infantry to their death, like how much, like if you're kind of like wasting your resources on just trying to capture something that has like a couple direct fire units nearby, this little area right here would be a strategic difficult to get if you got there first. So like let's say if green got here first, right? Remember we were talking about how forest and buildings actually have additional defense benefits. So if you're right here, and like say for instance, there's 3-star is here, but the roads have 0, right? So overall, you'd be taking more damage trying to siege this little area right here, right? So it's such a small little map. It's just a small little thing, but there is a lot of like strategy you can really learn by playing through games like this. So it looks like, yeah, they are going for that thing, but I think yellow's probably going to get it before green. So that's probably because I think we saw like green lost, right? So, I mean, this is probably once he captures this area, he's gonna have a 2,000 gold advantage. And like, look at this right here. So if he makes it to here first and starts capturing this guy, you can send your tanks. But remember, the tanks are gonna go slower through the trees, right? And they can't cross. I think like these are shallows. So I think tanks can cross shallows, but there is like one mountain on this side on either way, so there's potentially a little bit more movement that they have to expend going north. So I think it's probably I'm guessing that's probably why yellow won. I'm assuming, but we'll see. Okay, day 7, and both players have airports, but they haven't built any air units yet. So okay, so this right here, you see? So he's the first one that gives medium tank capture. Now you can send your troop, I suppose you get the first strike over here, but she has a passive that deals counterattacks, like better counterattacks. So she's going to take less damage from being in the trees, and she's going to do more damage on the counterattack once green attacks that forested area right here, right? But I think this is the beginning of the end right here, from my smaller strategic brain. And he's starting to capture it, so it's like over. And he's committing all of his tanks to this area up here. He's not going to have any defense down here. If he had, like, I don't know what a better strategy would have been. Like, he can make a battlecopter, a helicopter, go here, and it's very fast. But yeah, already she has a battlecopter, right? So she has a battlecopter first, and she has this area right here. Potentially, if she had a battlecopter, she can go like here, and then like attack all this infantry, and she would have to decide. I would say, like, you can, I don't know, like, I feel like there's a part of this whole map that I'm just not necessarily getting, but my limited skill of the game says that I would rather see if you can commit, to turn the tables around and make it like, because remember, green does more direct damage, right? So I figure that although she does more counterattack damage, he does more attack damage, right? So I'm figuring that, like, if he had a battlecopter out like one round sooner and went this way, started like attacking his infantry, and maybe started moving his other troops here, right? And I don't think necessarily pushing, but keeping his 2 tanks over here and just occupying them. I think that would be a better thing to do, because eventually yellow would have to decide whether or not to send his battlecopter here to deal with green's battlecopter, or go right here and push through and go on this way. But if he pushes through, if they're committing all this money on this side of the map, then no one's going to be defending this. And I have a feeling, depending on how they can do it, I feel like that would have been the better decision. I don't know, you can let me know in the comments below if I got that right, but I think that would have been the better thing to do at this point. But so yeah, they're moving. It looks like they're both committing to that area. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what green's thinking. He has a battlecopter out. Okay, so they're both committing to that area. And he does have an anti-air, which would kill a battlecopter in one hit, but he has to maneuver around all this terrain, right? So the battlecopter could still move around and harass his peasants, his infantry. So let's see what he's trying to do. He's moving. It looks like they're going up. Interesting. And they're still relatively the same strength. Okay. We haven't actually had any combat yet. I think we're just kind of waiting to see like who's gonna fight who. I think what they're waiting for is they're waiting for each other to attack each other, because yellow wouldn't get any passive benefit for attacking, right? So he's waiting. And green's kind of like, I will have to be out in the open when I'm attacking yellow on defensive terrain. So, like, no one wants to attack. I think we have like 2 more turns. I don't know if like one's just gonna quit like early. This is gonna be kind of weird. I feel like this is not gonna. This is gonna be like. This is gonna go on. This is all gonna go out on like a wet fart. Okay. So 9 turns and no one's attacked each other. Okay, there we go. First blood. Okay, so notice he did damage, but he can't see what the damage total is, even like because it's still his turn, right? So he'll have to memorize all the units and who has what strength. Okay. It looks like they're... So anti-air can also be used against infantry. To a decent extent. I'm not really sure what the game plan is. I think the next... Yeah, it's like 11, right? Yeah, it's one more turn. So, what, green just makes a mistake? Okay. Interesting. So he just, the first blood, and he just decides to just, you know, retire. I mean, interesting. So yeah, he already just pushed through. It's like just one small thing, but it can affect the entirety of the game. And then what we got? We got like look at all the huge difference in army strength now. Just a slight push. Okay. I mean, interesting. He's gonna retire. I mean, what was it? 3. I mean, it's not like. Oh, wait. Turn 12? Okay. I thought it was turn 11. Hold up 1 second. I thought it was an 11 turn game, but maybe I saw that. Oh no, 12 turns. Okay. So what did she do? So yellow took north, yellow took south. So it's just not feasible. And like green has troops, but as you can kind of see, like check this out. So like for instance, like the tank can kind of go. They have to like go around some of the stuff in order to get to where it needs to go. They can go here. Fight those other tanks. It's just like I think it's just one turn of like slight mistakes. And I think that's gonna be it. Resigned, yeah. Yeah, just a small one. Okay. So 3 wins in a row. Cool. That was fun. Okay, let's go back to Advanced Wars. Let's see. What do we have? Do we have... probably end up ending... Oh, maybe I'll try like one more game of Advanced Wars Dual Strike. And then we'll end the stream. Okay. Anyways. Another one's down. Who's next? Very simple. Yeah, the early game matches are not too terribly difficult. Secret data, sure, why not? Move out. Leave it to me. Just stay here and make sure the chow is ready when I get back. What? Who do you think you are, waltzing in giving me orders, musclehead? Simmer down, man. You're just like your sister, you little hothead. What's up? What's going on? Hey, Jack. Give me a hand with Rachel, will you? Black Hole Force has been spotted moving into the Tahira range, and Max wants to march right out and open fire. Yeah, well, whose command is this? Mine! I decide who takes... Officers! Seize that giant man! Whoa, 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 chill. Battlefield execution. Commissar! Commissar, come here! You're right. Max is being so gung-ho and headstrong that I blew my top. What's wrong with being gung-ho? Take it easy, Max. Come on, let's roll. Hey, what's this place? Always a desert? Didn't there used to be more trees and stuff? Omega Land is rapidly deteriorating into a desert, and it's a serious problem. We don't know what's causing it, but my guess is Black Hole is behind it. For the time being, let's just focus on crushing these goons in front of us. There's a factory by the HQ, isn't there? This must be a deployment map. So we can deploy any units we want, right? If we have money. And of course that means you need funds to produce units. I doubt you've given me much thought to money at this point, am I right? Well, in a map like this, funds are part of the strategy you can't ignore. First off, you receive funds at the beginning of each day. Now, the more bases you have, the more cash you earn. Remember, bases provide you with terrain bonuses, supplies, and funds. You'll want to capture as many as you can, no matter where they are. To deploy a unit, tap a factory and choose a unit from the unit list. Word. I'll give it a shot. Word. They may 8 far away, and the numbers are pretty small. With all this flat land, I'd say Jake is better off taking this one on his own. I get your point. Let's just discuss it a bit before we come to a decision. You know you can scout the map before taking the field, right? All you have to do is move the cursor around to check out the terrain and enemy units. When you're ready to start fighting, tap the menu button and choose deploy. Interesting. Cool. Let's see. Medium tank, artillery, 2 mechs, in factory. I don't think they have any factories. Super easy. Super easy. Let's do this. Are you ready? Yes. Let's go. Mission 5, the never-ending war. Oh my god. The forever war. Starting with this battle, you can now unleash your CO powers. CO powers are special abilities that give commanders an advantage in battles. Check your CO profiles on the top map window to learn more about individual CO powers. The top of the screen shows the CO portrait, currently funding, and the power meter. You can use a standard CO power when the small stars on the meter fill up. If you don't use it, the large stars will fill, and you can use a super CO power. Super CO powers are many times stronger than normal powers, and they can change the tide of the battle in an instant. The type of power you use depends on the power itself and the battle conditions. When the power meter is full, choose power from the map window and give it a try. Enough lecturing. Why don't you guys decide how you're going to fight this out? Let's see here. So, boom. This guy is going to go. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I can go tank. I've got bad news. Looks like we can't produce any powerful units yet. Yeah, even if we have the funds, we don't have the materials to do so. That medium tank on the HQ is a problem. No other ground units can take it on. I see what you're saying. We gotta come up with a plan. Okay. We'll wait until this guy comes here. And let's see what we got. That's all we got. if I go here and start to capture, the tank will just come and just kill me. So let's do. Can I do this? I could do. That's it. Do like this. So mechs have 2 movement, but they don't take any movement for terrain penalties, right? So you can climb the mountain, you can ford the river, you can sneak around over the mountainside, and that's capture stuff from odd angles, right? So that's a good thing. Okay. I laugh only by sheer boredom with the fools populating this inane continent. I must continue, though, for the sake of the Black Crystal objective. Lord Cole, enemy forces spotted. That decrepit guerrilla force? They are beneath me. Battle them as you see fit. They're actually allied troops led by a commanding officer. Truly, then I shall see if there's a CO at this continent worthy of facing me. Okay, they're going down. So, go here, 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 go back here, 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 and that's. Let's see here. Do 2 tanks. Yes. Okay, gonna get attacked, but then we'll heal. Cool. Yes, I think I got it. What are you yelling about now? The medium tanks. I think I've come up with a strategy that'll take care of them. How's that? I don't think those medium tanks move unless an enemy enters their attack range. Yeah, so. So, first we produce an artillery unit and deploy it near the upper bridge. Then we send an armored unit, like a tank, to the city at the end of the bridge. Right, then the medium tank rolls out to slam the unit on the city, and the next turn the artillery unit takes aim and kapow! Old bait and switch. Too many artillery units, and the enemy won't take the bait, so be careful. Artillery units can beat down even a medium tank, so just one of them should do it. Plus, I can always use a tank or mech unit to move in for the kill. You can't just give it any chance to repair itself at all. Alright, let's do it. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. And wait till those guys move, I suppose. Let's see. Boop. Let's do like this. Cool. Where you guys going? Where are you going? Where are you going, friend? Okay. Prepared. So we'll do move here. And we should have enough for a artillery and capture. And that's form a little wall, a little defensive structure here. We can do this. Kill this guy so he can't go anywhere. And these guys can go down and hit the mech, but I don't think the mech will die this turn. I can always just do counterattack, get a little bit of damage on these guys, and then flee back in the mountains where they can't actually get me. Okay. I'll take it. Cool. Ah, okay, he was able to kill me. That's fine. Okay, but now all of the guys are toast. So let's do... Boop. This guy can actually kill. Cool. And this. Defend. And then artillery, why not? Cool. And cool. We'll probably do like this turn, and then we'll check out advanced wars by web, and then we'll probably end the stream. Let's check out this new guy. So, CO. Okay, Cole, a CO Black Hole Army who is always planning his next destructive acts. Hits Proverbs Ramen, Miss Fondue. Adept at making quick decisions, he stores up energy for a CO power at a faster rate than most other COs. He's a master of road-based battles, okay. Force March. Movement range for all units is increased by 1 space. Units have more firepower on roads. Interesting. But roads don't have any defense, so. Movement range for all units is increased by 2 spaces. Units have more firepower on roads. Interesting. A road specialist. Okay. CO. Boop. And boop. And boop. And move a little bit closer. Inch up. Well, you know what? There's a grade building right here that I haven't even taken yet. I'm amazing at this game. Cool. Fate has smiled upon me this day. Using my power, Force March! What? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot they can go. Ouch! My beautiful machines! I forgot they can go in water. Great. Doing great. Amazing. What? How did this happen? Most difficult tutorial ever. Go. So I can do... Wait. So I can do... Oh no, that's... Wait, no. I can... Can I do... Oh, I can do the 1-star power. Okay. So boop, boop. Fire. Yes. Fire. And builds. Artillery. Gets. Okay. Boop, boop. And... I don't think I can actually damage an 8 strength medium attack. I don't think. Let me see. Boop. Fire. 13 damage. Okay, how about, I'll do... Go here. Gonna kill the artillery. And, yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine. Ow. Ow. I'm fine. Ow! let's see. What's her power do again? CO. I don't think it does his movement, does it? I'm so good at this game. Yay, I'm the greatest gamer ever. Capture. Cool. Can't fire anyone. Let's see. Cool. Yeah. It's fine. Let's do that. Yes. Cool. Yes. Where are you going? Leave my guys alone, you bullies. Okay. Okay, I can do it now. So superpower. Finally, some real competition. Superpower! You use covering fire. Oh yeah, that's right. It's a... I forgot about that. It's a rocket launches from the sky. Got it. So let's do... Boop, boop, boop. Kill it. And then... Boop. And then... Cool. Capture. Cool. Just have to kill that one last guy and I'm fine. Not really that big a deal. Cool. Probably not gonna get cost me my S rank, you son of a bitch. Cool. How can I lose to about a miserable band of misfits such as this? We going misfits, circus freak. Oh, he must be that gung-ho gorilla Max. Yes, I see. So Cosmo Land has sent reinforcements to join in on the fun. This pleases me greatly. For the road! The asphalt! For... the one-way street? I don't know. My name is Cole. It's a name you'll do well to remember, little girl. Little girl? My name is Rachel, and why are you so scared to tell me why you're here? Black hole is responsible for turning Omega Land into a wasteland, isn't it? I won't tell. You'll find out soon enough. This land will be devoid of beauty as your face. Oh, bitch. What? Hey, he's gone. Oh my lord. There's a lot of sass for such a small man. You're the one who got owned. Yet, that piece of this weirdo is not getting away with this. Let's get out of here, Jake. Battle's over, but we're still in danger. Yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. yeah. Okay. Yeah, S rank, right? Oh, you punk! Ah, it's still S. Yes. Awesome. I never give up. Cool. Alright. Can I say it? The Ocean Blue. So I have like a sea mission next time? Yes, please. Thank you. Okay. Let's do...
Move out.
Go over here. Internets. Okay, well, interesting. Let's see here. I don't think I have any games ready just yet. But games. I think it's still his turn. But let's see here. Competition. Let's see, like a very large scale of games. So take another look at that before we go. View, active. Look at all this. Can you imagine like doing like a max free for all? Crazy, man. Oh, it's a team game. Interesting. 3v3v3. Tribe of Tribes. Interesting. How many turns? Oh, it's still going, right? Replay. Come on. Yeah, it's 6 turns, 7. A lot of people doing their thing. So yeah, this little icon right here is a missile. So once you actually get over you put a mech or an infantry on the missile platform, you can actually launch the missile and do like a one-time use missile barrage of like it's like a little AoE. You can damage a bunch of stuff, right? So interesting. What we got? We got monkeys. We got aliens. So we got Orange Star. And who we got? We got Kanbei. Kanbei is kind of like what was his name? I can't even remember his name. But he has like 20%. Yeah, 20 units cost 20% more to build, but gain 30% increase attack and defense. It's insane. We have a naval expert on an all landlocked map. Okay, interesting. Colin, that's what his name was. We have a snow expert, a weather expert, right? So I think there's a YouTube, I haven't actually checked out his content in a while, but there's a YouTube guy who actually specifically focused on Advanced Wars and Advanced Wars by Web. And he seemed to think, this was I think his favorite unit, or his favorite CO rather. So it's a weather CO, right? So he's unaffected by snow, but rain affects him the same as others would for snow, right? Snow I think is +2 penalty for everyone's movements for the most part, right? So he can do that. He can move through snow perfectly, right? So it's not going to affect him. His ability, his 1-star ability, it changes the weather to snow for 1 day, right? So the entire map, you're inflicting like a -2 speed penalty on like everyone while you're fine, and that's only 3 segments in order to fill it up, right? This 3-star ability, enemy units lose 2 HP to a minimum of 0.1, and so you can't kill them through it. And the weather changes to snow for 1 day. So if you wanted to, you can like bank a little like slow, like a global slow. And if you want to save it up, you can actually use it to like do a little bit more damage and like weaken a bunch of troops. So I can see like the argument being for this guy's like a unsung hero, right? He even has little penguin people. Look at that. Awesome. But yeah. So boop-a-doo-ba-doo. Naval expert. Okay. Just building guys. Nothing too crazy going on. Let's see here. What even is this map? It just looks like a standard vanilla partition map. What's up, property? I think it's supposed to be a, what was it? 3v3? No, yeah, it's 3v3v3. So, I think they're all, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So, each square is a team, I guess. Interesting. It's just who can... The objective is, like, do you want to go immediately for the missile? Because you can get, well, if you can get... You don't have to use the missile immediately, but you can, like, hold guys over this point. Put a bunch of guys and, like, just... Once one team starts pumping out a lot of, like, really expensive units, then you can throw out the missile and, like, set them back quite a bit. Okay, we have infantry specialists as well. Interesting. Yeah, like a year or so back, I used to play this with my friends online quite a bit. I don't know why we stopped doing it. Kind of miss playing it. But a lot of this is going to be like infantry moving for a little bit. I don't think there's going to be any real conflicts for a little bit. But yeah, they're not really, they're just concentrating on capping guys. I guess you would have to kind of like, or it'd suck if these guys are just in randoms, right? Because then you'd have to decide like who gets what property, right? It's kind of hard to like really organize that with like randoms. But I think it seems pretty straightforward so far. Actually, no. I guess everything is the same because I guess you can go. You can start pushing towards the center of the map, or go a little bit further back and you can get a little bit of extra like money, right? But I guess they're all kind of going towards the center of the map right now. So white, it does have a recon. The recons, like I mentioned before, on Fog of War, they have a little bit of extra like sight. They go a little bit faster on roads, and they're a little bit better against like infantry, right? So I can see the case. It doesn't look like anyone else is doing that. Like one player from this team is getting a recon. I guess he's going to speed this along the road and try to do damage against the infantry, like early on. See, I don't know, like, if there is something to be said about getting too many infantry this early in the game. I mean, later on, they're going to be kind of useless. The only thing they would be used for is just blocking other infantry, right? Well, I suppose, like, you're going to be sending them down to capture other territory, right? And it is a 3v3v3, so this team is going to go against this team. Very interesting. Glad we actually clicked on this one. Because this is actually interesting to actually watch. Like, you kind of watch, like, the players kind of trying to decide, like, what would be best to do. Is it better for us to move on this guy, or down here, or are we going to waste a bunch of resources on this guy or this guy? So green has a tank. And orange has... Well, dark orange. Well, dark brown? Is that what you said? Monkeys. Monkeys have artillery. Is that? Well, okay. I was just about to say, like, they haven't really done much with their recon yet. Oh, here's another recon. Okay. Interesting. So they're all kind of doing the same thing for the most part. Some are kind of like valuing... Oh, we got first blood right here. So... Okay. So now I guess you have to think of, if you're a green team, like, do you wait for them to move all their guys to fight white? Or are you just going to stick with it, or what do you want to do? You know? Interesting setup. Looks like red is... I think they're trying to use a lot of their infantry on the right side, the east side of the map. I wonder if they're going to try to send their mechanized infantry, their mechanized units down south. Okay. Second blood. I wonder what the point of that was. Just to, like, run in, just to hit one guy. Maybe you're just trying to see what they would do, like a psychological thing for the other enemy player. Just move this down a little bit. Let's see. Okay. First death, I think. Second death. Looks like Orange Team is going to have the silo. Like, you can have the silo. I don't know, like, what would be the... Would it be a good thing to use the silo, like, early in the game? Because right now, you know what you see, right? You're going to see, like, a bunch of... Like, you can... Fire... Like, he can get the... right now... Well, it's not this turn. He's going to be able to get it, though. He can get... Because no one can stop him. He can go here. It'll take him, like... Yeah, here, and like maybe like a turn or two, you'll be able to get to the silo, and this, so you can launch the silo. I think you'd be able to, like, if you hit this right here, you do a lot of damage to, you do a lot of damage to red team, and then blue team is just going to come and start taking this, and then, like, they would probably just move up and try to take this guy while he's distracted. Or you can do the opposite, really. Actually, I don't know why he would want to shoot his own guys, but... interesting. Okay. Blue's definitely moving south. Blue's moving south and he's defending west. Okay. And definitely red is committing south. Interesting. Got red team now. Red team's gonna push. Okay. Interesting. I'm interested to see if if okay, so yellow or orange, whatever you want to call this team. Orange team definitely has to get the silo. He's gonna be able to go to it first, because you don't need to capture the silo. I think you just use it. But if he doesn't use it, then green team's gonna use it. That's the thing. Okay. The red's really pushing. And no one's can really contest the silo. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on. I don't know what I mean. The only thing that really make an immediate difference would be, look at all these guys. Like, if he got the silo, he can like nuke all these guys. But, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to hit, like, more red versus blue and have blue, like, push and, like, wipe out red so you can have... Because if they kill one of their players, then most likely the rest of them are going to leave the game, right? So all this is going to be neutral, and you can just pick it, like, gobble it all up. Interesting. I feel like I would, if I was in yellow shoes, I would want to just fire this off as quickly as possible. And then, yeah, try to kill more red. And then I'll probably have one of us have a missile launcher, or rocket launcher rather. Do that immediately, because eventually we're going to make up the fact that we, like, one player would have to, like, save up for a missile launcher. No, rocket launcher, I'm sorry. Rocket launchers are ground long-range artillery. So, like, that's... And then someone else would probably... Like, green would probably counter by building their own. But one player would have one, like, rocket launcher, right? And that would be to prepare for a push north. So, monkeys would just hold the line right here while it would be like orange and yellow goes north. And they should be able to go north just fine. Actually, let's see here. I mean, he doesn't really have a whole lot, does he? Because he has 2 artillery. And then we have what? We have tank, artillery, another one all the way far back down here that's not going to do anything. Interesting. I just want to, before I end the stream, I want to see who utilizes the rocket. Or the missile, or whatever it is. The missile platform. Okay, they push through. Very interesting. Actually, you know what? I'll probably post this game over on Discord so people can actually keep an eye on it. Because I think it's still ongoing. Let's see here. What was that? Okay. So, yeah, red is kind of breaking through, but they're about to get hit by the missile, probably. That's... Yeah, he got it. Okay, so he has the missile. Let's see who he shoots. Is he... I don't think he shot it yet. Nope. Oh, no. Wait, hold up. It's bugging out. I want to see who did it. Is it turn 8.5? I think there might be a bug in this replay. Ah, no. Let's see. Let's do turn 9. Do turn 9. So you got shot. Who do you shoot? He shot... I think he shot... Can't really tell. I think he might have... Honestly, I don't know who he shot. Oh, he shot down here! Okay. Okay, interesting. So he shot... He shot green team. So you can see all these guys are wounded. And now orange... Monkeys are pushing through. Monkey are pushing through. Well, I guess interesting. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because he doesn't really have any... It's just all infantry that's blocking. There's no artillery support. I guess that makes a little bit more sense. There's like one artillery, but that's nothing. Interesting. Oh. Saints. Right, need to wash all the paint off. Take care. Good. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Saint. I appreciate it. I'm going to end the stream in just a little bit. I just wanted to see what they're going to be doing. But interesting. Yeah, green doesn't seem to be doing very well right now. So green is right over here. Okay. And blue is pushing also. Yeah, I think orange is probably going to take it, I would assume. Because he just has like a huge push. Interesting. I could probably look at their portrait stats to see like who has what. You see here. Green team, well, we got 3,600, we got 9, wait, no, we got 31. Who has the lowest? The lowest has of army strength is going to be, we don't know about Brown. Because Brown we can't see because she hides her unit stats. So we got 33, we got, light blue is 10,000 unit strength, okay. So light blue is not doing too hot. The green is actually not doing as bad as I thought. Kind of hard to see. But like blue, 30,000, 30,000, 10,000. Why? I think like light blue I think is up here, right? So I think light blue's just been like fighting the most. That's why he's taking the most damage. I don't know. It's interesting to kind of follow. Anyways, guys, thank you guys very much for attending my stream. Beautiful people. Wonderful, amazing people. Incredible, beautiful people. Guys, thank you very much for attending my stream once more. You guys are all amazing, beautiful people. You deserve all love in the world. Don't forget that. You're going to have an amazing week, amazing month, amazing year. And I always got your back, okay? Anyways, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. It really does help me out. Check out our Discord if you haven't already. I did make a new Advanced Wars section in our Discord for people that are kind of curious and see this and they want to give it a shot. I think it's a pretty good game. You can be as casual or as hardcore about it as you want. But anyways, with that said, I will be back tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There's a slight chance I might have to skip this tomorrow's stream, depending on how things go. But I feel like I've skipped. Thanks, insert. I might. We'll see. We'll see. If I have problems getting to the stream on time, I will let you guys know ahead of time on Discord and social media. But yeah, I'll peace out. Try Advance Wars. It's a good game. Good game. But I will talk to you guys later. Peace be with you.